Hello everybody, this is NCP. I've been doing some soul searching and stuff. I've been doing some soul searching, seriously. And I was going over preps, and I was thinking, okay, well, I got every category covered, but not complete. Basically you make a chart and you put like a wheel and you put numbers 1 to 10 on it, and you list, water, food, shelter, supplies, every type of supply for whatever you're prepared or whatever your wheel is. And you draw this big graph and you'll see where things are not equal. They should be on all like level 10, but you may have like all kinds of tools and shop stuff and no water put away. So you'll see that your preps are very lopsided. I'm sure I did a video on this. But I digress. I was looking through things. I was watching that big event in Virginia the other day with all the Second Amendment stuff. And I realized something. I have a shortcoming. Partly based on skill and partly based on not thinking straight. I got this thing called normalcy bias, which means, oh, well, it hasn't happened, so it probably won't happen. It'll never happen, or whatever, right? Every year we get hurricanes. Oh, yeah, it never happened, And nothing ever happens, but we'll see. Who knows? So, basically, everybody had an individual first aid kit. The little ones were like blowout kits, and I didn't. Don't. Well, I do now, but. So I went ahead and I bought another backpack, like the backpack I have, which is on the left. Hold on, let me get a stick. Alright, let's continue. The number one prep item everybody on the planet should have is a back scratcher. Oh yeah. Okay, so got a backpack, just like the other one you've seen. I have my standard backpack. It's great. I have a bunch of these things. I got some SAM splints. I've got some compressed gauze, or rolled gauze, not compressed. I've got little extra kits to go on the side of the backpack, little pouches. I got some water bottle pouches, because just to balance things out. Got some gauze, bandages. This isn't, see, the problem is, a prepper wants to take and make an ICU in a bag, an intensive care unit in a bag. This is like a get-home bag, or get to better care. There's no stop the bleed classes in Eastern North Carolina, but I'll take one when I get it. So there's some tourniquets here. I'm making 2 kits, that's why everything's doubled here. One for me, one for her. I've got the little patch on there to denote that it's a first aid kit. I've got the advanced quick clot. I've got the chest seals, the vent seals. Now, like I said, I've done videos where you can do an improvised one, like the glue traps. But let's be serious here. That is in the worst case scenario. So use the right stuff. And these are vented. And there's 2 in a pack, so there's 4 there. But it's for penetrating trauma in the chest cavity. Because you can't pack wounds in the chest, because if I were to use gauze in like a chest wound, there's nothing to pack it against. Quick clot and such, or Cellulox, and go with the gauze, not the sponge. And you can pack that in a wound against a muscle or bone to get pressure in there and let it do its stuff. Vent seals, front and back for penetrating trauma. Whether it be knife stab, or a firearm, or one of these mall ninjas with a sword actually gets through. Or let's say you fall on some rebar, and I've seen that happen. I've seen idiots playing and get hooked up on rebar. When they do this, like run down the hill like Bear Grylls and they trip and you get shanked on just old construction stuff. So, especially these guys do that parkour or whatever, where they run around and jump on the building and stuff. Anyway, yeah. I got some Israeli bandages for pressure, and I got a Neo-Gezo, not a catheter. Hold on. What is that? Alright. So it's a neogesal airway. This goes in your nose, basically. And it keeps you from choking on things and doesn't activate your gag reflex. It might be a CPAP on a stick. I don't know, you wouldn't be pleasant with that. There should be some lubricating, yeah, there's some lubricating jelly in here too. That comes in the pack, but there were 2 for whatever. So I'll throw that in there. This would be good if something happens and the patient or you pass out and someone can help you. They can put you in the recovery position and put that on there so you don't choke on your tongue or whatever. Not really trained in that, but I will be. So it's 50% equipment and 50% training. Now the only thing else I need to add to these kits is a med pack. I mean, you don't want something that's like an NSAID for, if you're bleeding. That's my understanding. So I get some Tylenol or something. But I'm going to have to do some research on that, on what I can get for this. But this is just one of the things that I slacked on. And then I'm trying to get ready for the pandemic, and I don't know where half my stuff is, so I got to replace a lot of it. But that's another video. I'll go over that one for this new One Flu or wherever it is. But if you don't have an Ifak or a blowout kit or whatever, you should have one. One of these needs to be in my car at all times when we go places where there's firearms and people are doing firearm things. You should always have one. And I didn't. Now, I had a lot of this stuff, except for, I guess, the array of bandages and anything in a bagged up, I didn't have. Like the bags or the airway there, I didn't have those. And the SAM splints, I just bought those. I didn't have those either. But this stuff will get you back to your other stuff or get you to someone who can take care of you. But I didn't have it. And that kind of upsets me that I overlooked this. And now I got to get training for it. So, I forgot where I was going with this video. I got so many things going on right now, I don't even know where I'm at. So many things. Which we'll get into it, but I want to let you know what I'm doing right now is this. I'm putting these together. And this took priority. Not that it's even normalcy bias. I don't ever plan to get shot or stabbed, so, but no one plans. But if I do, I need it now. And I need it right now. So, the wife and I are going to get training. I don't know, this wasn't covered in our wilderness training or medical, so. I mean, some of the stuff was, but not the airway and such. Or the chest seals, but there's YouTube videos until I can get formal training. So that's what's up, guys. That's what I've been doing 1/10 of the time this week. And getting supplies together and so having a house is different than an apartment, so everything's got to be done differently now. To run a positive pressure on the whole house is a different ball game altogether. So I don't know. Anyway, that's what's up. Hope everybody has a good weekend. Yeah. All right. There'll be more coming very soon. All right. Have a good one, everybody. Oh, what do you guys think for medicine pack pills to add to this? Mostly analgesics, I guess, but I mean, I'll throw in some of the little tiny things, like antihistamines and such, and antidiarrheals and I don't know, diarrhea medication. So I got a bunch of travelers medicine packs. I'll throw one of those in. I don't want to make this an ICU though in a bag, because that's not what this is meant to be. Like I said, those bandages there, the strip bandages, probably shouldn't put it, that's not what this kit is for, but I'm going to throw it in because I can't help myself. Like I said, this thing would weigh 1,000 pounds just to start, just throw everything in there, so you can't do that. But those are tearaway pads, and I'll put a link to the bags I got at the bottom of this video. I got everything on Amazon, so yeah. Alright, this is MCP. Y'all have a good one.